One of the largest student-run canned food drives in the country. The Student Council Canned Food Drive is in full swing.
A show of strength and perseverance of one of our own, the heartwarming story of Eureka sophomore.
New faces around EHS. We get their first impressions of their new home.
A recap of the girls' varsity volleyball team's success and season.
We jump on the bandwagon with sports fans and put them to the test.
Fall's not over yet. We've got some fall recipes to try at home.
This is EBN. I'm Natalie Woodford.
And I'm Ella Hammerschmidt.
Thanks for joining us for our first EBN broadcast of the year. It's been great to be back in person and back in Studio E.
Eureka High School has been collecting cans for their annual drive to accomplish this year's goal.
After a smaller drive last year due to COVID, StuCo wanted to come back strong with the goal of 25,000 cans to donate to the local community.
EBN got the inside scoop with StuCo on the annual drive.
Our canned food drive provides a lot of cans and food to people in need in our community.
StuCo has decided to put up posters and really just spread the word about the canned food drive. It's a big deal around here, and we think that the freshmen and sophomores are going to need some help just spreading the word and things like that since they haven't experienced a canned food drive.
They have a theme. It's going to be Mario Kart themed, so there's going to be some decorations that are themed around that. We're also training our class officers and our chairs, our execs, on what our procedures are for getting those canned food items in.
This year's canned food drive, it starts on Wednesday, November 3rd. You can bring your cans in throughout the canned food drive. Throughout the last few days of the canned food drive, it's going to be a lot more busy. So if you pre-count your cans or your items and bring them in pre-counted, it'll help out with the point system. The top 5 classes in the can class competition, your 5th hour, will receive an ice cream party, and if your grade level wins, you might also be invited to a pizza party.
This year, everyone knows that it will be a fun time, and it's what you make of it. If you want to participate and help out, I know your 5th hour class would enjoy it. If it's all about what you do and how you perceive it.
I think everyone should know that how important the canned food drive is, especially because we weren't able to bring in a lot of cans last year, and how a lot of food pantries are really suffering right now. So it's really important that we do bring in even more cans than what we normally do.
I think that our record-breaking year is 52,000 cans. As a student body, our student council goal this year is 25,000. We're trying to ease back into things, but hey, by all means, let's break that record.
The canned food drive runs through Friday, November 12th.
Eureka sophomore Delaney Digman finished her 2.5-year battle with cancer. Reporter Carter Lewis walks us through her journey.
I feel like I grew up really fast.
Just before the beginning of her 8th grade year at Wildwood Middle School, Delaney Digman had to grow up faster than she ever wanted. A trip to the doctor after losing color in her face led to doctors sending her to the hospital for blood work.
She was extremely strong and did a phenomenal job keeping a smile on her face through the worst of times.
Sophomore Delaney Digman was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia on June 18, 2019.
I'm sure that there's a lot that she went through that we didn't exactly get to see, but just how she came to school each day.
Digman's treatments started almost immediately after. 125 days and 57 nights spent at St. Louis Children's Hospital. More than 3,157 needle sticks, 5 surgeries, many ports and bone marrow biopsies, 3 ICU stays, and a medically induced coma.
It's definitely interesting just to see how many people I had in my corner that I didn't really expect before.
The support from friends and family was what kept her going through one of the toughest times of her life.
It's definitely been hard seeing somebody that you really care about go through that, but I think it's really inspiring to me how she's okay now and she got through it.
Come March 2020, a pandemic stopped the world. For Digman, immunosuppressed, she was cut off from all social interaction.
We all worry about ourselves, especially in the pandemic situation where we're worried about what's happening to us. Well, here she is, a young kid living her life and dealing with something like cancer, it kind of puts things into perspective for you.
But she persevered, weaving through hair loss, diabetes, nausea, muscle atrophy, pancreatitis, mouth sores, and more.
Delaney is a really good example of strength and courage and perseverance.
And 99 chemotherapy treatments later, on October 14th, 2021, it was time to ring that bell, signifying the end of hospital chemotherapy treatments. Delaney finished oral chemo on Sunday, October 24th. The next day, she got a warm welcome arriving at school. For the Eureka Broadcast Network, I'm Carter Lewis.
Certainly, cancer was no match for Delaney. What a great story.
We've got some new faces around the high school. EBN met with some of the new teachers and got their first impressions of Eureka.
My name is Brittany Slinkard. I teach German. I went to the University of Central Missouri in Warrensburg, and I got my degree in modern languages teacher education with an emphasis in German. I just love the community here and how involved everybody is and how welcoming the teachers were. The kids are very enthusiastic. They definitely have loved learning.
My name is Olivia Bauer, and I teach LA 9 and LA 10.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Mizzou. I love Eureka so far. The students are so wonderful. They're so much fun. I enjoy going to games and reading all their writing. They have such great attitudes, and it is such a joy to be their teacher.
I went to University of Missouri, and then I got a dual degree in math education and just math. I teach Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. All the kids are very, very bright and very smart. All the teachers seem really engaged with the students, and it seems like there's really good teacher-student relationships.
My name is Emily Lawerance. I'm Miss Lawerance, and I teach Accelerated 10th Language Arts to sophomores, and I teach LA 11 to juniors.
Where did you go to college?
I went to WashU. Eureka is such an incredible community. I think that there's so much spirit and support and collaboration present in this community, not only in an academic sense, but also extracurricularly with sports and musicals and all sorts of different clubs and activities. So it's been really, really fun to get to know everyone.
We are very fortunate to have great new staff members in our school community.
After an incredible season by the girls' varsity volleyball team, reporter Nolan Ortnow recaps their season.
The girls' volleyball team had an outstanding season this year. They ended with an impressive final record of 30-4. Seniors Madison Shear and Brooklyn Mead's high school careers sadly came to an end, but not without Madison reaching 1,000 kills in her high school career. Madison's now looking forward to her freshman year playing volleyball at Auburn, and Brooklyn is looking to attend the University of Alabama and study nursing. They put in hours of hard work, repeatedly doing the simple things that win games, like passing, serving, blocking, and practicing their swings. They beat amazing teams in the regular season, like Lafayette, Borgia, Oakville, Marquette, and Coriezu. Because of their successful season, they were the favorites heading into districts. They played Francis Howell in their first game at Borgia and walked away with a clean sweep. They then moved to play their rivals, Lafayette, for the second time this season for the district finals. Unfortunately, this extremely talented girls' team lost in 5 to Lafayette, but this incredible season deserves to be remembered.
What an accomplishment of 1,009 kills. Congrats to Maddie and the rest of the team on a great season.
Bandwagon fans, love them or hate them, they are part of the fandom of sports. Let's join Jackson Kern and Drew Steffen while they see if students are loyal to the teams they represent.
What's up, Wildcats? I'm Drew Steffen. I'll be joined by Jackson Kern, and we're going to be testing sports fans around Eureka. This is the bandwagon test.
All right, what's your name?
Bennett Steffen.
Bennett, do you consider yourself a big Cardinal fan?
Yeah.
Who led the Cardinals in hits? Nolan Arenado. Not even close. Bandwagon.
All right, what's your name?
Emma Garner.
All right, Emma, do you consider yourself an Alabama fan?
Somewhat.
All right, who's Alabama's starting quarterback right now?
I don't know right now, but I know last year it was Mac Jones.
All right, what's Alabama's record right now?
7-1.
There you go. All right, and who leads Alabama in tackles right now?
I have no idea.
All right, what's your name?
Name's Alex East.
All right, Alex, are you a fan of the Navy football team?
I'd say so, yeah.
All right, who's their starting quarterback this year?
I have no clue.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Hayden Pletz.
All right, Hayden, do you consider yourself a big Mizzou fan?
Yes and no.
All right, what is the current football team's record?
3-4.
All right, what amazing player just committed to Mizzou?
Luther Burden.
All right, who is the third string quarterback?
I have no clue.
Ouch.
All right, what's your name?
Sophi Mazzola.
All right, Sophie, are you a fan of Southern Illinois?
Yes, I am a fan of Southern Illinois.
What's their current record in football this year?
I have no clue.
All right, what's your name?
Jackson.
All right, Jackson, are you an Oklahoma fan?
Yes.
All right, who are Oklahoma's Heisman winners under Lincoln Riley?
Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray.
Very nice. Who leads Oklahoma in receiving touchdowns this year?
It's either Jaden Hazelwood or Marvin Mims.
Jaden Hazelwood.
Yeah.
Very good. It's safe to say Eureka's got some loyal sports fans. From EBN, I'm Drew Steffen.
To finish our show off, Natalie and I head to the Foods Lab to show you some fall recipes you can try at home. Hi, I'm Ella Hammerschmidt, joined by Natalie Woodford, and today we're going to be showing you some fall recipes that you can try at home.
To start off this recipe, we're going to start by preheating our oven to 375. Let's start by introducing our ingredients. We have flour, sugar, brown sugar, salt, ground cloves, and nutmeg.
We also have 2 eggs, vanilla extract, cinnamon, baking soda, and 1 can of pumpkin puree.
Now let's mix all the dry ingredients. You're going to start with the flour in the bowl, and you're going to pour brown sugar, salt, baking soda, cinnamon, nutmeg, and ground cloves. And we're going to whisk it all together. And don't forget the sugar.
You're going to mix together all your wet ingredients. Your eggs, your vanilla extract, and your pumpkin puree. Before you combine all the ingredients, find some coconut oil and melt half a cup. Now you're going to add your melted coconut oil into your wet ingredients and combine.
Now combine your wet and dry ingredients. After that's added, make sure to whisk it all together.
Now you're going to need a muffin pan and some muffin tins.
Now let's add the batter into the tins. Now it's time to bake them. Now we're going to let them bake for about 20 minutes. While the muffins are cooking, we're going to make a pumpkin cream cold brew. Let's start by putting ice in the cup.
Now you're going to put your cold brew into the cup. You can fill it how much you want. So now we're going to put 1 cup of heavy whipping cream into the saucepan. And we're going to combine that with pumpkin puree, vanilla extract, and pumpkin pie spice. Now we're going to put 2 packets of imitation sugar. And on medium heat, you're going to stir everything up. So now you're going to take the mixture off of the stove and you're going to put it into a cup.
Now use your frother on the cream.
And now you're going to pour your mixture into your cold brew.
Now to top it off with some cinnamon.
And you got a pumpkin cream cold brew. And this is your finished product.
We want to give a big thanks to Ms. Krieger for letting us use her lab.
Go check out ehshub.org for full recipes.
That's it for our broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to stay up to date on all things EHS by following EHS Hub on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. From Studio E at Eureka High School, I'm Natalie Woodford.
And I'm Ella Hammerschmidt.
We look forward to seeing you again for our next December broadcast.